Okay, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Raka Kodash. We say double on, say the apostles and elders are great mills, and rule well. And salutations, solely Akram, also the pushing you will know truth and not say the day in and the out, and you're constantly in season, out of season. We say Shalom, right? And this is just a video going into the medicine of the earth, which is plants. Something that plenty people today they push away. They don't use because they believe the medicine, some certain medicines bitter and so on. But actually, it the natural things the Lord put here for us is it benefit us more than when you go in the hospital. But today, most of the children, or most adults, they don't turn to it because there was some they weren't brought up into it knowing, the purposes or the benefits of plants, and these things, right? But I myself and plenty other Akim, they use plants, like if I'm sick, I use certain bushes, to bring out the cold or to stop the cough, right? Because which what I live, is we grew up in Wales, say like a bushy area, and we had plenty upbringing with plants, knowing the benefits and so on, right? So, but this is just an article here, and I would like to just read piece of the article and then go into the scriptures to say it say a healing plant, right? So this is an image and in Trinidad there are plenty hunters they know about this particular plant, which is called the mat root, right? This is they call a mat root, right? It say recognizing the importance of our medicinal plants being able to identify the plants themselves are crucial to preservation of our green tracts still surviving today, right? And yes, it's crucial because again, as I say, the parents they're not teaching the children about the importance of these things, right? And all these fruits, all these medicines that the Lord put on the earth here, plants the Lord put here, is for our benefit. It's for we to use, right? It say old cocoa, coffee, and mixed estates both work in abundant nurture valuable growths other than those that meet the eye. It say the most times difficult to find people who have inherited firsthand the knowledge of uses of traditional medicines other than elders in rural areas, for it is mainly in country areas that communities have practiced their own methods of healing over the years, handed down from first peoples, which the first people is what you call the natives, right? We call the natives, which are Israelites, and that just to show you the Israelites they know about the benefits of the herbs the Lord put on the land here, right? Hey, I'm gonna bring a scripture when I see that one time, right? This is Genesis chapter 1 verse 12. It's saying the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind, and God saw that it was good. Right? It's and God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every this is Genesis 1 verse 29. So and God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, right? And when you just look up that meat, it means to consume, food to consume, right? So we have to consume the things that we get from the herbs, from the trees, and so forth, because they benefit us, right? So going back into the article here, it say it is most times difficult to find people who have inherited firsthand the knowledge of uses of traditional medicines other than elders in rural areas. That is correct, right? Because you can't go any way today and find like people that know plenty about what this plant do or what this do, right? They say for it is mainly in country areas that communities have practiced their own methods of healing over the years, right? And for example, myself, like recently I had a toothache, and my grandmother and my aunt, they grew up. Well, we grew up in a what you call a country community, so they had experience with what to use, like when they had a toothache and so on, and they give like clove oil, and clove oil itself, it actually like it numbs the gum and eases the pain, right? It's a so it just to show you that these things, these simple things, you don't have to go in the hospital to get an injection, to get tablets, which the tablets may weaken your immune system and so on, right? I mean, sometimes you have to go, as it's saying here. Not much people again know the traits, the traditional methods of these things. So you obviously your next step, if you don't know, is to the hospital, right? Let's say have practiced their own methods of healing over the years, handed down from first people's bloodlines, and later blended with contributions from incoming continentals, right? Let's say the mat root has been one of more popular plants used in local remedies, especially in areas in and around the valleys of our three mountain ranges where communities have run estates. Sadly, it is not in plentiful growth and is only found in a limited number of these areas, right? Because again, as I was saying, just to show you how far you have to go for these things. Like in this present day, when back then it used to have all over, because again, the land wasn't getting destroyed and wasn't being built, like plenty houses and plenty businesses wasn't growing. So you're seeing where the traditional stuff getting destroyed. It's say traditionally huntsmen were among those people who concocted and traveled with herbal remedies to protect their health and well-being while in the bush, as well as that of their families at home. Because back then, the natives, they wouldn't go in the hospital because they had their own remedies to see about the sicknesses they get, right? And they used to be the stuff they used to do used to cure them, right? It's a so let me just go wrong. I want to find, right. It says the mat root is a medicinal plant used for snake bite, scorpion stings, and diabetes. Which diabetes is a very a plague disease, especially amongst jakes, right? It is really a vine that like the cassava. The higher the vine grows on the trees, the larger the root. It said these vines grow great distances from each other only where people planted them, so you do not find them plentiful in any area, right? It say over the years while hunting with others, some of whom have passed on, every man carried a bottle in his bag. This bottle contained all the different roots in a concoction. This is how I learned everything, and I use mine both personally because it works for me and to help other people who might be in distress. I will drink cough syrup from the pharmacy for common cold, and I will still remain with the cold until I take a dosage from my bottle, 2 spoonfuls, and by morning I am better. So that just to show you how good the herbs that the Lord make good it better than the things again in the pharmacy that Esau make. Because this person here stating here out of experience, and I could attest for myself as well, and I'm sure many other brothers could, that the herbs, they cure you faster and they make it stronger than the things they get in the pharmacy, right? And Esau see, the thing is, Esau wouldn't want to cure you because due to the fact that they know is the pharmaceutical business is a money making business. The more you get sick is the more you have to come to them. So they wouldn't cure the disease, but they would just treat it for a little while, right? It said there was a hunter in the central area that I gave some of my medicine when he suffered a serious snake bite. He was able to reach the hospital in a state where the doctors wanted to know how he managed to overcome the poisonous effect. Which in Trinidad here we have I believe is 2 species of poisonous snake, which we call it mapapi, which America call it furdelance, right? We have 2 different kinds of that, and then we have the coral snake, right? We have other venomous scorpions, right? and we have what we call the centipede. But what this person here is, he said a snake bite. So there was a hunter in the central area that I gave some of my medicine when he suffered a serious snake bite. He was able to reach the hospital in a state where the doctors wanted to know how he managed to overcome the poisonous effect, because the medicine that he gave him, the matroot and so forth, the medicine that he had, it actually stopped the poison from spreading through the body, right? It is the same for the animals when our dogs are sick. I gave them a dosage and by morning they are better, right? So that's to show you how good the medicine here. And recently I was telling somebody, I say, if you watch the animals, when they are sick, they go to the grass, right? They go and eat grass, right? They go and eat herbs. And you see, they bring out the sickness because they know that this is what brings it out, right? Like plenty jakes, they boil they do like the bitter stuff, but actually the bitter stuff is what is actually good for you, right? It say in Cooper's bottle of traditional medicine, there is the root of matroot, boys cannot, and treff for snake and scorpion bites. The leaves of the zebapic. With zebapic, zebapic is a bitter leaf, but when you boil it, and if you're sick, like if you're sick real bad, this actually gets rid of the sickness quick, right? It actually gives you a clean out, a warm out, a cleanse as well. It say and chandelier for fever and cold, which chandelier was a herb that every person in Trinidad they used to have on the side of the house, but now they don't even have it, right? It's a chandelier for fever and cold. It say the flowers of the balizer, right? It's a Creole fig and African bitter bush, all cure the seeds of the wild coffee for asthma. And this will show you how these herbs, how good it is for you. It's a wild okra, and pieces of honeycomb and other bits, all soaked in rum, right? Which rum is good for you, right? And on their own, the roots are very bitter to the taste, as I was saying before. The roots that the person used are bitter, but the bitterness is what good for you, right? Let's say, but in the bottle blend soaked in rum proves to be a strong and effective potion. So yeah, so it is to show you that this physician, or this person here, that is to show you how they prove that hey, the concoction or the things the Lord make, the herbs that the Lord put on you, they're very good for us. And I'm going to the scriptures here, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 4, right? It's matter of fact, I'll start from verse 1. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord had created him. It's the same way the person life that this man saved when he got the snake bite. I show that person honor him unto this day, if the person is still alive, right? Because what you were saying some years back, right? It say, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in an admiration. Yeah, because like I have cousins, I have family that they hunt, and when people tell them about like bushes, or they tell someone about bushes, people admire that because not much people know about that. And the bushes that they talk about, they get healed, right? So great men, they will hear that because they will want to learn. They will want to make, if a disease hit them, they will want the disease to go, right? It said the Lord had created medicines of the earth, and this is proof here that what the Lord created is medicine. We don't have to go far. We don't go in a hospital and take all these things. I mean, again, it's a certain diseases that call for it because we're in a more critical time, right? It say the skill of the physician, Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 verse 4. It said the Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise shall not abhor them. Right, so you wouldn't push the medicine away, you wouldn't turn your head away from the medicine, don't avoid it, right? It say was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known. It say, and he had given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. Right? Yeah, because like when you hear men talk about the plants that on the earth, you always hear men say, hey, the Lord create these marvelous things for us to use, and people just cutting it down like if it's nothing. I have a cousin here, he recently started planting back like herbs and so on, because he said, hey, you will have to turn to that, right? And it's true, because it doesn't show you the Lord works marvelous, right? You see, and he given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. And that skill is like being a physician. The men that know how to mix, how to mix these herbs and to cure you. There is a skill that the Lord given to certain men, right? I say, with such doubt he heal men and take away their pains. Of such doubt the apothecary, he say, make a confection, and of his works there is no end, and from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent. And plenty jakes today, they in their sickness they're negligent, right? They don't take it serious, or they just play, right? They say, but pray unto the Lord. They don't even pray when they're sick, right? And that's something you should do. Like recently I was sick, like I lost my voice, I had a bad cold, all right? But while taking particular herbs like lime and honey, like I was using I was drinking a tea from a tree bark. The tree bark actually releases the cold from the throat, right? And you had to pray too. I was asking the Lord, hey, to forgive me if I do wrong, and to remove the sickness from me. And I was eventually healed, right? It say, my son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thine hands aright, and cleanse thine heart from all wickedness. It say, give it sweet savor and a memorial of fine flour, and make a fat offering as not been. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. You understand? So that is just to show you the importance of a physician and these men that know, that the things to use, right? And that is just to show you how important the things the Lord make for us. That we have to use the things the Lord put here for us, right? We don't have to turn our, as the scripture say, avoid. We don't have to do that, right? But use it, right, to our benefits. It say, there is a time when in their hands there is good success, for they shall also pray unto the Lord that he would prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life, right? Right. So yes, as going back to the Ecclesiastes, going back to this verse 4 into the Ecclesiastes, right? Ecclesiasticus, which is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 verse 4. It said, the Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. All right, and this mat root and these other things that they call, like the zebra peak, the chandelier leaf, and so on. These things are medicines of the earth that the Lord puts here to use to benefit us, and that we should use, right? And that we should use in the time of our sickness. And don't forget to pray. Keep on asking the Lord for forgiveness and to take away these pains that you have, because the Lord will do it, right? So, again, it is a nice article. If you want to look into the article and see the article for yourself, just type in Daily Express. Mat root, Mattroot, right? And you will find the article, right? And I have one more precept here before I close off the video. This is Psalms 104 verse 14. It says, he causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man. And going to the article, you can see that the Lord really do these things, that the Lord make these herbs to the service of man, to cure us, to heal us, and all these things, right? It says, Psalms 104 verse 14, he causes the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man, right? That he may bring forth food out of the earth, right? So that we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. We see the apostles and elders are great missionaries well, and salutations to the Akim out today, pushing the word and all truth that is already day in and day out. Constantly in season, out of season, we say, Shalom.